Alright, let's finally get to this. So, full armor's easy. How do we get him to the damage output we need? Well, a simple explanation is, though he does have a physical range, we will give him one physical range up, because this can act as a sub-weapon 1 attack up item. This one acts as a sub-weapon attack 2 item because, again, it's good on the range, at least. Obviously, like I said, always find parts that are a little bit higher with the sub-weapon attack up. So if this was at least at 300, this attack will start doing a little bit extra damage, but this attack will still have a kick to it. Beam range, this goes into pretty much his SPA, so we built that up a little bit. But this also boosts the sub-weapon 2, so the sub-weapon 2 goes up by a good 45.7% with the amount of range you do have. So if you know math, you know math. And sub-weapon just boosts these guys up 9.7, which means this will do 54, and the physical range will at least do an extra 30% worth of range damage on that, besides not counting the cut rate towards what that Gundam will have. So without further ado, let's show you that melt damage that comes with Z. So, yeah. If you watch the guide video, definitely look for those nice passives. Some pretty good video, I would say, that tells you what you gotta really look for when starting this game too. Definitely recommend. Anyways. So yeah, that's pretty accurate, 800 per shot, and that's because of the 8,000 and the extra beam melee up. So physical is doing almost 4,000. Keep in mind, every time you do shoot this, it's technically 1,400 a shot. So take the 4 sub-weapon 1 attacks that are part of your physical range, and technically that's your actual damage count on your sub-weapons before you run out. I always say do that because that's how they kind of separate it in a way when it comes to like that point. Let's see how much this damage does. Alright, 3,000 from far away though. I think it does more if I'm a little bit closer. But that was a good 3,000. Oop, almost got me there. Let's heal. So you notice I've been using a sharpshooter and an infighter for the health. Sharpshooter just to heal a little bit more HP. So I thought that would help me with my gameplays a little bit. So as you can see, my beam is doing some melting there, and that's a good thing. Ow, he melted me. Let's reload and get a health kit back. But keep in mind, you want to know how you really know you're melting the boss is when your computers actually still have a good amount of damage left. A good amount of health. So we're getting a couple more hits in with these shots. Keep in mind this shot does 635, so times that by 12 is your actual damage count on your move set there. Like a melee attack. Say you're doing a melee attack. That's your average. Let's reload. So always try to average out your sub-weapon damage. Like if you're getting this attack and you get like 4 of each, am I getting the right output for that? And like, yeah, because it's pretty much like you're doing like a beam combo. Let's melt the space. Ow. Nope. Getting out of that one. Can't reload, so I'm gonna have to wait a little bit on this one. Nah, you just shoot him to death. Easy cap. So as you can tell, your characters lived long, which means you are melting appropriately with your sharpshooter. And now we're on the mobile suit part of this section, where we're now seeing some mad damage. I got an alpha chip. Boo! I wanted beta. So now this move is doing 1,800, which means the mobile armor was minusing 400. Which, I mean, that kind of does say a lot, but, you know. Shoot him back, and that is what we call a melt, people. That is what we melt with. Let's hit him with that sub-weapon 1. And that sub-weapon 1 does 7,000 per weakness. Again, that's 7,000 weakness always. Back damage in this game is always weakness damage. So if you ever get a back damage percent up, keep in mind that will affect your character's weakness damage, which is good. Weakness damage is always solid when it comes to games like this. Counter. So if we pop him up, guess what? There's no pop up, but let's see. Good damage. Keep in mind this is Dragon. Let's hit him with that special. So thanks to my B melee, that special actually averaged out like 9,000, which is, again, good. And that's why I always try to max out my hybrid, especially this character being a hybrid. You try to max out what you can so you can get the best bang for your buck, especially when it comes to full armor Z. But as you can tell, full armor Z is just really burning into the opponent, and that's what everyone's like here to see. We want to see Burn Wolf, because we know he can melt. We want to know if you know it. Like, I kind of know it. So 741 on this boss is actually pretty good. I mean, Superior Dragon's a pretty solid character. Period. Great for like really testing your might when it comes to damage. So I didn't even have to reload. I still had like 12 shots left of 700. And this should kill. It does 8,000 plain, so it almost can kill. No, it doesn't do 8,000 plain. I shot him with my shot before. I liked it. But it does do a lot of melting damage. Period. So keep that in mind when you do play full armor Z. Get a sub-weapon 2 attack up. It's a longer attack, but it will do the most damage. As long as your sub-weapon is up in height, you'll be able to get some really good solid burn in. I'm telling you. Don't sleep on that. Terrible. 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 Repair time. Cut rate. No. Damn it. Terrible. Physical range, but there's not a lot of physical range. B melee on a tiny melee, so not good. Yeah, not good. So anyway, guys, that's all we have for you today. This actually says physical melee, but yeah, it comes with super armor, so maybe it's decent, but not enough in the HP department to say, yeah, I want to use that. So that's pretty much full armor ZZ for you guys. Thanks for watching. Y'all be good. Y'all be safe. Go grind for those nice passives. You guys got this. I believe in you. Peace out, and that is some hardcore ZZ melting for you.